Now it's time for Teacher Talk, James's thoughts and insights into teaching international students.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about how to go digital in your classroom. Whether you are a public or a private school, it shouldn't matter. Here with some of the tips and steps that I've created for you. Okay, it is really important that you talk through with your academic team and your administration team. It's really important that everyone be on board with going digital. That is one of the important steps that you need to consider. First step that I would suggest is that you need at least 2 people in charge, preferably an early adapter and a late adapter. All right? I like to suggest to people that you have kind of these 2 opposing viewpoints. An early adapter is somebody who gets really excited about new technology, new apps, new ideas, new things that are coming out. A late adapter is somebody who wants to test it out, wants to try it, wants to make sure it works, wants to see the results from that, and then buys into the app or the technology. These 2 personality types working together can really help to filter the best apps, the best programs, the best platforms for your school, because it will give kind of 2 different viewpoints to you as an administrator or a head of a school. So step 2, you need to discuss what kind of digital classroom you want to offer. So is it going to be web-based? That's really important first step. There are a lot of web-based platforms like McGraw-Hill offers, or Canvas, Moodle, Blackboard. There are a lot of different web-based platforms. And they are all good, and they can be easily understood by administration staff and parents, and many of them are very, very well tested. My preference is to get people off of Wi-Fi and do a BYOD, bring your own device system to school, and offer to students and parents downloadable content that is created by a school or created by an outside source, such as what we do. We create downloadable content for ESL classes. But there's also a lot of stuff that's being created for math classes and science classes. And again, if you go on to the website, www.thejamesriceshow.com, you will see our ESL textbooks. But I've also got textbooks from math and science and different topics available for downloadable content. And this is, much more flexible than the web-based platform. Step 4, the last step for administrators to consider is you need to pilot the class and activities. This is where an early adapter teacher and a late adapter teacher can really help out. They need to experiment and play with the different apps. You should not be doing this school-wide, should not be implementing it all at once. You need to pilot a class, and with different apps, with different content, and with different types of teachers, and you need to judge the quality of the app or the program or the web-based platform, or you need to make sure that the teachers and students are satisfied. Piloting is critical, and getting parents involved is also a really wise step. So, especially if you're teaching kids. So in the pilot stage, get everybody's opinion involved. Get them all on board. Test it out. Play, try, experiment. And I truly believe that from this piloting stage, the power of the digital device or the digital platform will take over and will convince parents, teachers, and administration what is the best direction to go for your school. Now, let's say that you are a teacher and you don't want to make a big dramatic change to your school, but you just want to improve your class by using some digital tools. Well, let me give you some ideas. Number 1, you should start with just a few digital activities in your class. The Kahoot app is the most basic app to begin with. It is easy to use, it is fun, it is engaging. It will really make you look cool. So if you're not using Kahoot yet, you got to use Kahoot because it's easily the most popular and the most fun app out there. Next, you need to look at some other apps that you feel could work as an activity app. So what kind of activities do you want to do with your students, and what apps would you use? Let me give you some examples, some apps that I really like. Let's say you are doing poetry or writing. Haiku Deck is an amazing app. You can create short poems in pairs. Students can use images. They can create really nice presentations. That's Haiku Deck. If you're teaching science, there's an app. There's a web. I think it's a web-based platform, actually, not an app, but it could be downloadable as an app now. It's called Instructables. And there are over 100,000 projects and science experiments that you can do. And it's all on video. So it is just so cool. So students can make crafts, food, costumes, science experiments, all of these things. And there's another science app as well, just come to me, is Hopscotch. I think that's another one as well that you can use. Great tools for science. There's another app that I would suggest as a teacher that you start looking into, and that is Edu Creations. EDU Creations, Edu Creations. And I can't tell you how amazing Edu Creations is. As the teacher, what you can do is you can create a video on their platform and share with the students who can access your videos anytime. So your entire lesson is on video. You upload it, and students would then access it and watch it. Then you can be the facilitator on projects that you want them to do. So students will create something, write something, make something, do something based on your lesson. And it is free to start. So that's always great. So really check out Edu Creations. It will absolutely blow your mind and change the way you teach, for sure. Another one that's kind of cool I've looked into, it's a little smaller based. It's called Schoolology. And it's kind of like Facebook, but with a lot more security. And it's really designed for schools. So you can create a class page, post videos, assignments, links, and have them communicating with each other through Schoolology. Check that one out. That's kind of interesting. For assessments and tests and quizzes, I use ProProfs. It's all online testing. It is a great kind of web-based platform for testing, for quick tests, quick review tests. It has an assessment function built in, so you can see which questions give the students the most difficulty, so you can review those parts of the class. So it's a really cool app for online testing, and they can do it at home or on the bus anytime they want to do it. These quick exams, so you can check their understanding. And it's a little bit different than the Kahoot, which is a little more fun in class. So there are also a lot of video apps, podcasting apps, note-taking apps that's out there. Evernote, iMovie, Adobe Spark, Explain Everything. These are some digital tools that are going to help your classroom create some amazing presentations. So right now, I've given you 10 apps that you can get started in your ESL class or in your regular school. All are very quick and easy to use, and they will give you instant credibility with your students. So, let's go digital tomorrow. And that is Teacher Talk for this week.
Have you downloaded the Study It ESL textbooks yet for your classroom? The Study It textbooks are the first ever digital and interactive textbooks. Once downloaded, Wi-Fi is no longer required. Each book contains video and audio exercises, detailed grammar keynotes, reading and writing assignments, and amazing speaking projects. Grammar, conversation, pronunciation, business English, and listening textbooks are available. Visit www.studyitbooks.com for more information.